People are scared of memberships.
Unless you have at least 1 million views a month, there's nothing you can do to sustain your lifestyle.
The moment that they pay, they commit.
It's easier to sell a $300, $500 product than a $24.99 membership.
For us, having a membership right there and there, it was the worst thing we ever done.
The very first digital product that we created was a membership, and we did it without knowing how hard it was to sell and grow a membership. So I want to tell you what we've learned in 7 years so you can apply all the things we learned and avoid the same mistakes. You ready? Let's go. We spent more than a year building this audience. We had about 10,000 followers on YouTube, which is, now that I'm thinking back, is amazing, but I thought it was nothing because I wanted to have millions. We got contacted by Vimeo because they acquired a company that did memberships, basically. They said, guys, your content is great. Have you ever thought about creating a membership? I'm like, no.
Because hang on, we had this incredible idea that by building a YouTube channel, we would just make millions and get paid by advertisements that Google and obviously YouTube puts out. Big mistake.
They pay you
0.0.
$1 per 1,000 views, depending on what kind of niche you cover. It's nothing. It's nothing. Unless you have at least 1 million views a month, there's nothing you can do to sustain your lifestyle. So that
went out of the
monetization of a channel is not one thing that you want to look into. It's useless. So we need to sell something. What do we do?
So Vimeo OTT came over and said, oh guys, you are so great. We just want you on our platform so you can actually share under a paywall a membership or the content that you've got, not only online, but you can create new content for people that will come in your membership.
We always needed some kind of a push to do something. And that email from Vimeo, plus the conversation we've had, was the push for us to say, maybe we do have a chance. Let's do what Vimeo thinks we can do. I think we spent the next 6 months building more and more content to put on the paywall in the membership without really knowing how hard it was to sell a membership. Because when you don't know things, you just do them anyway.
So the funny thing is what the idea that I had of having a paid wall was people come because they want more things, more videos, more stuff. All right. So I said, I'll create more stuff. So I started creating programs over programs and more programs, and I burned out. I personally burned out. I said, I don't have any more ideas. I don't know what to do anymore. So I just chucked everything that I had created in this membership. We were so tired because 9 to 5, all over the place, on tour, shows, things, audition, getting rejected, getting the job, getting married and everything.
We planned a holiday in August. We were supposed to launch the membership like a few days before our departure. And we managed to wrap everything up and launch it. And then we traveled to Rome.
I cried.
On the first day in Rome, when we were supposed to relax, we started having like semi-panic attacks. You completely crumbled.
I completely crumbled in the middle of Rome, and it was so hot. It was so hot, and my feet hurt, and it's so bad. Anyways, I'll talk more about this launch that we did before. But one thing we had no idea, well, at least my idea of membership was that we put it out there and people will just come and will just buy it. Or whenever I mention it, and this is exactly what I did. I mentioned it in the video and we left and we said, I'm sure things will be all right.
They were going to jump on it.
They were going to
buy more stuff in exchange for money, right?
What we didn't know is people are scared of memberships. The fact that there is a name called membership, and the fact that even if they come from a free channel, free content, and they know you, they get to know you, and then you offer something to them that is recurring payment, I've put together more content, people freak out because they said, maybe it's not for me, maybe it is, I'm not quite sure. And they take forever to understand if the path that you will take them on is exactly what they need or not. For us, having a membership right there and there, it was the worst thing we ever done, because even if people wanted to know more about you and they wanted to get more content from me, they freaked out and they just said, I'm not going to commit for such a long time.
It's easier to sell a $300, $500 product, which is a one-off, than a $24.99 membership forever, because when you sign up to a membership, you think you're gonna commit long term, and psychologically it's so much more difficult. So if you want to create a membership, we highly recommend not to sell the membership as a front-end product, because it's scary for people to jump into something, especially if they don't know you well, especially if you don't have a huge audience where you warm them up and people really are convinced that they want to commit to you. Like in our case, it was hard for us, but it's even harder if you don't have an audience. What we realized after years of trial and error is that you want to have an introductory product as a front-end offer that it's low to mid priced, so that people say, great, I can understand the value of this $27, $47 product.
It starts and it finishes.
It starts and it finishes. It's got a time window. I know the result that it's gonna give me. It's a one-off, it's a no-brainer, I'm gonna jump on it. That's like a paid trial, a paid sample. This product is not going to be the product that's gonna fix all of the problems in their life. It's the product that's gonna give them a taste, give them some results in advance, but they become a client of yours. And that is the best way to then onboard them via email on the idea of getting continuous support in a membership. So that is the best way we found so far. So keep that in mind if you want to do a membership. That's how you do it. Regardless of which digital product you want to create, you will need a sales page to sell it. And if you don't know how to go about it, just follow our framework. It's in the link in the description box below. Download it, apply it in your business, and start selling way more.
It's a very nice way to invite people into your, I call it into your ecosystem, just because it is a way they become part of your world. So it's not so much of a commitment. They take their time to go through the small course that you've put together. They learn more about you. They learn how you teach them, what path you're going to take with them. And as Iacopo was saying, the fact that then you can offer the continuous support, obviously the membership comes in the best way possible, because you know that then you can take them by the hand, you can give them a longer path, you can add value even more, and that makes sense. But with the membership at the beginning, remember, people will be scared, even if they can cancel at any time. It's just a way they see it's gonna be continuous, but I still don't know if I like it. If I don't know if I like you, who knows? So a very small commitment, also because that very small commitment of 27, 47, like Iacopo was saying, it's a very nice way to filter out anyone that is serious and not serious. The freebie seekers that will always come into your list that sometimes complain because they receive free stuff. We get that.
Yeah.
We get that. The moment that they pay, even if it is a small amount, they commit, and you are sure that they will do the job and they will do the work that you tell them to do throughout that small path. I don't know why they do that, but the more
not you. Even if you're looking at watching free content, please implement, because just watching is not going to produce any results. Just saying it.
Just saying it out loud.
Social media is not made for selling. So if you are spamming your audience on social media, stop right there. There's a better way, and it is growing your email list. If you don't know how to do it, we explain everything in this video right here. Just follow instruction and avoid so many mistakes we've made along the way. I want you to tell you, that was the first take, I had to f it up. Oh, I started so well. But regardless, without the but,